What is up, guys? Denver Nuggets fan 2, here to do a very late recap of the Nuggets' 5th game of our first round playoff series with the Oklahoma City Thunder. We lost this game, lost Game 5 to the Thunder, 100-97. Thunder ended up taking the series 4-1, and our season's obviously over. This was a tough loss. And tough way to go out. I think a game we probably should have won, but kind of let it slip away there at the end. Kevin Durant was phenomenal, and it kind of is what it is. This recap is late. I do apologize for that. It's very late, but I kind of got caught up with other things. NFL draft was this week, and just some other things in general that I got caught up with. So I really didn't have a ton of time to do this video. I was focused on some other stuff. This kind of felt like a 6-7 game series. I thought we were much more competitive with Oklahoma City than losing the series 4-1. I mean, there was plenty of games in this series that were decided by 3 points or less. We lose by 3 points here. We lost in Game 1 by 4 points, I think. Lost Game 3 by 3 points. Won Game 4 by 3 points. So I mean, this was a really competitive series, and I guess that's a positive to take away from it. We shot the ball pretty well. I mean, you can't knock our shooting in this game for the reason we lost. We're 46% from the field, 44% from the three-point line, and 81% from the free throw line. Actually hit our free throws in this game. That was a real positive thing to see, but unfortunately we only got to the free throw line 21 times in this game. The whistle obviously wasn't on our side. Thunder had a pretty poor shooting night. They were 37% from the field, 25% from the three-point line, which really hurt them, and 81% from the free throw line. So we shot the ball really well. I thought defensively we're solid on the Thunder and forced them into some tough shots, and that's obviously evident by their shooting percentages. Did some good things in this game. I thought the energy was there. I thought we played with tremendous energy throughout the game. We're actually up 9 in that fourth quarter at one point with only about I think 5-6 minutes left. Looked like we started getting the momentum and had a chance to pull away. Had 19 fast break points. I mean, that was a good sign there. I thought we did a much better job in this game of getting out on the break and getting in transition and getting easy buckets and layups and really capitalizing on the Thunder's turnovers. I thought we did another good job of that, but really getting the 19 fast break points and kind of changing the pace of the game was huge for us here. Had 8 steals defensively. You like seeing that. That was solid. And like I said, defensively we're pretty good through 3 quarters and hit our free throws, which was a big plus for us. We had this game. We really did. We played well enough to win this game. Hit the 3 ball really well. As I said, shoot 44% from there. Just came up short at the end. Some of the bad things we did, I mean, only 16 assists. I thought we were kind of selfish offensively once again, a little too much one-on-one at times. Get out-rebounded 51-38 by the Thunder. That's not good. Got out-rebounded on the offensive glass 16-4. I mean, the Thunder had 16 offensive rebounds. Once again, that killed us throughout this series, just giving away too many second chance possessions and points to the Thunder, and that hurt us here. We had 18 turnovers in this game. That really killed us. Thunder were able to capitalize on our turnovers, you culminate all that with getting out rebounded by 13, giving up 16 offensive rebounds when we only get 4, only having 16 assists, and turning the ball over 18 times. It's tough to win on the road when you play like that, and a lot of those things came down to just effort and energy, especially on the glass, and a lot of the turnovers came on early, and then kind of at the end, we turned the ball over quite a bit to start the game out, and then towards the end of the game, which really hurt us. And lastly, just couldn't get the whistle in this game. The refs were definitely giving OKC the benefit of the home court whistle. I mean, they took 42 free throws to our 21. I mean, they get 34 points off the free throw line. So, I mean, that's really where the Thunder make up kind of the deficit there at the end is from the free throw line, and obviously Kevin Durant was sensational. But sometimes that just happens. That's NBA officiating nowadays. It's awful, and it's very apparent in this game. I mean, the Thunder had 2 times as much free throw attempts in this game as we did. Just couldn't get a call. We were called for 27 personal fouls in this game. The Thunder were called for only 19. I mean, they just didn't get the benefit of the whistle in this game. I thought the game wasn't evenly officiated, and that obviously was told by the free throw story. Both teams shoot 81% from there, but the Thunders get twice as many attempts and twice as many points from there. So that really hurt us, and then obviously compound everything else with the rebounding story there. Getting out rebounded 51-38 38, allowing 16 offensive rebounds and a ton of second chance possessions. The Thunder being able to capitalize on our turnovers. We had 18 turnovers in this game. The Thunder had 10 steals as a team, and you only have 16 assists. So all those things really hurt us down the stretch. And lastly, you get outscored 28-21 in the fourth quarter. Really didn't show up there. The last 4 or 5 minutes of the fourth quarter really kind of gave the game away to the Thunder. Thunder were able to get to the foul line down the stretch. We weren't able to get a foul. I thought we fell into too much of a jump shooting mode, and weren't really attacking as much as we were in the prior 3 quarters and at even the beginning of the fourth quarter. Aflalo had a good game. He led the way with 15 points to go along with 4 rebounds, 3 assists, but had 5 fouls called on him. Couldn't buy a foul in this game. Was only 1 of 5 from the 3-point line. That hurt us. Was 6 of 15 from the field, but was our leading scorer. Was effective. Was I thought good defensively on Westbrook, and even James Harden. I thought he did a great job on both those guys, and that was great offensively as well, as you can tell by him being our leading scorer in this game. Hit some big shots for us, especially in the second half, and had a very good game to end the season on, and he definitely played well enough for us to win this game. Kenny Martin showed up, 14 points, 10 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals for Kenyon, but once again he gets called for 4 fouls, couldn't buy a foul. He was 7 of 14 from the field, did a good job attacking the basket. I thought he did a great job on the glass with 10 rebounds, and did a good job of taking Ibaka out of the game. Ibaka really has kind of really outplayed Kenyon. In game 2 and game 3 of the series, and you can argue even game 4. But in this game, Kenyon shut him down. Ibaka had 1 point, only 8 rebounds, and had 5 turnovers. So I thought Kenyon did a good job there of really outplaying him. Out-rebounded Ibaka in this game, also outscored him by a huge margin, and forced some turnovers on his part, which was a big deal for us. And look at Ty Lawson, 13 points for him to go along with 4 assists, 3 rebounds. He was good in this game, 4-8 from the field, 2-3 from the 3-point line, 3-5 from the free throw line in this game was Ty. I thought he was good. He didn't attack as much and wasn't as aggressive as he was in game 4. Obviously went off in that game. I would have liked to see him been more aggressive. Only took 8 shots in this game, only got to the foul line 5 times. It was 2 of 3 from the 3-point line, which was great, and did a good job doing a good job of attacking the basket and then kicking it out to an open man. That was great, but definitely could have been more aggressive. You get 13 points, 4 assists, 4 steals, and 3 rebounds from Raymond Felton off the bench, but he has 5 turnovers. You hate seeing that. Only takes 9 shots, goes 4 of 9 from there, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Him and Ty were really the reason we were even in this game down the stretch, and they were a big reason why we were able to build our lead and pad our lead up there, but unfortunately ended up blowing that. And then we get 11 points out of Gallinari. He goes for 11 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal. Had 5 fouls called on him. Didn't play in the fourth quarter, not sure why. Was only 3 of 6 from the field, 1 2 from the 3-point line, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Hit Kevin Durant with a great pump fake, head fake, and was able to utilize that to get to the basket, dunked it there, and was aggressive early on, and scores 11 points and only 6 shots. I thought defensively when he was on Durant, he was good, but obviously with him not being in the game down the stretch, Durant went off, but I thought Gallo had a good game to end the season. Thunder, basically they win because of the refs, because of their rebounding, because of their ability to capitalize on our turnovers, and basically because this man, Kevin Durant, goes off in that second half, especially the fourth quarter, scored the Thunder's last 9 points, goes for 41 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. Was phenomenal down the stretch. Hit some really huge shots. Was 14 of 27 from the field. You kind of live with that if you're the Nuggets. I thought defensively were good on him all night except down the stretch. 11 of 12 from the free throw line. Was getting calls down the stretch. 2 of 10 from the 3-point line. Did not shoot at all there. Takes 10 threes for one. That's awful shot selection. Only shoots 20% from there in this game. But hit a huge 3 down the stretch where he actually stepped into a 3. He was like 2-3 feet behind the line, swished it, and from there never looked back. He was phenomenal down the stretch. Like I said, he's the best scorer in the league, and sometimes that when players get hot and there's a certain select few, whether it's Kevin Durant, Kobe Bryant, Carmelo Anthony, even Dwayne Wade, where there's just nothing you can do about it. And like I said, defensively we're really good on Kevin Durant for the first half and parts of the third quarter. But he really went off in the fourth quarter and was the reason they won. Perkins was good for the Thunder, 11 points, 9 boards out of him. Defensively, he was good on Nene, was solid offensively, almost goes for a double-double. That was good for them. 12 points, 7 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals, and a block for James Harden. Didn't shoot well, was 2-7 from the field, 2-6 from the three-point line, but gets to the foul line, goes 6-8 from there. He was good off the bench. You like the 7 boards and 2 steals and a block out of him if you're a Thunder fan. You know, you get 9 blocks out of Ibaka. He was phenomenal. Defensively, he played with great energy there. Did a great job protecting the rim. 8 points, 8 rebounds out of Tabo Cephalosha. You know, just a team effort for the Thunder. They had a lot of contributions. I think we did as well, but it came down to really Kevin Durant in this game for them. Just, you know, catching fire at the right time. Them getting, you know, 2 times as many free throw attempts as us, them getting the home court whistle, us turning over the ball early on in the game and down the stretch, them capitalizing off of those, us, you know, kind of playing a little too much one-on-one offensively, and us obviously blowing the lead down the stretch, and then they controlled the glass and, you know, out-rebounded us on the offensive glass 16-4. So those are the things that hurt us. It's a tough loss, tough way to end the season. You know, I give the Thunder all the credit in the world. You know, they were great throughout the series. Like I said, you know, we were competitive with a really good team for 5 games in the playoffs, and I think that's a positive to take away. I mean, you lose 4 games in this series, and only one of them was real blowout. The other one, you know, the other 3 you lose by 3 points in 2 of them and 4 points in 1 of them. So we're not that far off. You know, I just want to say, as a Nuggets fan, I hate, you know, having another first-round exit. You know, and this is now 7 first-round exits in 8 years, and to watch every single one of them has been very frustrating as a Nuggets fan. But you know, I think this group will grow from it, and you get, you know, guys like Gallinari and Ty Lawson and Aflalo and even Wilson Chandler and J.R. Smith. Hopefully those guys will grow from this playoff experience, especially guys like Gallinari and Wilson Chandler, because this is their first playoff experience, and for Ty it's his first playoff series and experience as a starter. So I think this will just make us better. You know, we got to learn from these mistakes, move on, get better from them, and you know, bounce back next season and work hard, and hopefully we can get that ultimate goal, which is becoming NBA champs. And I think we got a nice young nucleus to build around. Obviously, it's going to be key for us to re-sign guys like Aflalo and Kenny Martin and Nene and even, you know, Wilson Chandler and J.R. Smith. Got to re-sign those guys in the offseason. Hopefully we can re-sign all of them. I'm not sure if that will be possible or if that will happen, but I think Aflalo and Nene are 2 guys that need to be the 2 top priorities to re-sign. And even see what we do with Raymond Felton, because he's reportedly said he doesn't want to be a backup. He wants to be a starter of this team, even though, I mean, him and Ty play similar minutes. So it'll be interesting to see if maybe we trade him in the summer, obviously if he doesn't want to continue to be a bench player and a guy coming off the bench and infusing energy for us into the game. And I think also maybe looking into signing Gallinari to extension, because I think he's a guy that can be our franchise player, and I really look forward to his development next year and his overall game. I think he showed some signs in the series and even throughout the season with his time with the Knicks and even time with us in the 25 games he was here, development in his game. And even guys like Ty Lawson and Aflalo, look forward to their development going into the next. To the few of you that watch my videos this season, and thanks to you guys that have watched this video. Sorry it was late once again. Tough way to end the season for the Nuggets, but I'm proud of the way we played. Really fun season, up and down roller coaster style season with everything that happened with the melodrama and bringing in this new group of guys and how well they played, and still being able to get to 50 wins is an accomplishment in itself. So looking forward to the future of this team. This experience will only make us better. Best of luck to the Oklahoma City Thunder in round 2 against the Memphis Grizzlies. And as always, guys, see you next season. Go Nuggets.